Okay, hello there, everyone. I'm Shaline, and I am going to bring you the Colonel Sanders dating sim today. It is called I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating sim. Yeah, that's a thing. I went ahead and just had to back out completely out of the game because there was an extraordinary little splash screen at the startup, and I hope that it shows that again so you guys can see it. So, hello to Cannibal Kiwi and Mobius Strip. It's on fire. Everything is always on fire. There's no podcast today, and I'm here by myself. So I just thought, well, let's stream a silly video game. So that's what we're doing. All right, so, wow, that's a mess. Okay, I have the extra life thing set up, and it's the overlay just like is cutting off my face. Let me just, whoop. Okay, there we go. Should have tested this. Yes, infinite Shalines, into the multiverse. But you guys, it's going to be worth it because the splash screen for this chicken sim it was magnificent. Let's watch it together. Oh man, it's already ridiculous. So over the top. Video game Colonel Sanders looks so majestic, you guys. This is gonna be magnificent. Okay, new game. Tell us your name. Okay. Confirm. Okay, you sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Well, that's already very pleasant. That sounds lovely. We've got like a nice boy band photo up in our room. Got a poster, got a little chicken poster, because of course we do. Oh, and a lovely string of pearls. That's very nice. Okay. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Chicken clucking. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. This is going to be incredible. Game sound was way louder. Okay. Let me turn down the game sound then. Okay, settings. Okay, is that better, guys? Let me know if that's better. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. Okay, you need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit. Of course I'm going to daydream. I'm a big fan of daydreams. I'm going to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Mmm, delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Sorry, I'm just checking in on the chat here. Lee asks if he could make the logo smaller. Okay, he's got it figured out. Well, this is lovely. Look at this nice tree. I like this tree. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Shaline. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by Master Chef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Oh, Miriam rescued us from quicksand when we were babies? But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. That is very sweet. Aww. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's give her a pep talk. Remember the last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower and the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Me too, Miriam, me too. Same, girl. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. Why is she wearing the bow with the toque? That's an odd look, but I guess I'm here for it. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I still have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. Poor Miriam. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Not the spoons! Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Okay, look at Ashley's little snaggle tooth there. That's pretty intimidating. And she's got a nice boob window cut out of her chef coat. That's not dangerous at all. She's gonna get grease burns. Heart-shaped grease burns. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Shaline's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Thank you for sticking up for me, Miriam. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the man... Van the man. I'm sorry, guys. That broke me. That's too good. Okay, Van the man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they are rockin' glutes. Ahem, Van? You rang. Van is pretty dreamy, I gotta admit, yeah. Van's pretty dreamy. I don't think this is acceptable culinary attire everywhere, though. Like, this is like a halter top chef coat under a leather jacket. How did he do that to his hair? That's magnificent. Wow, he's such a star. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh, see you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. This kid is so sloppy. Oopsie, I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Shaline. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Archon, this is weird. That's the point. That's kind of the idea. This is supposed to be weird, I think. It's kind of poking fun at the entire genre. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. I love the diagram of the chicken bucket on the wall. That's pretty magnificent. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable! I don't think he's scruffy-looking. He's a very fine doggo. Sprinkles. The dog is talking? Okay, what kind of voice does the dog have? Now, quiet down, everyone. I don't know. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't even. The little music and the cherry blossoms, it's too much. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. I need to be doing like a big old southern accent for Colonel Sanders, don't I? A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Okay. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Ashley. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back there before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Shaline sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer! You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. You guys, I can't even with this. Oh my gosh, this is magnificent. Mobius, I also need a Miriam in my life. Miriam is the best. Okay. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you? About how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Take the handkerchief or refuse the handkerchief. Okay, when a gentleman offers you his handkerchief, you must accept it, guys. It's the rules. I don't make the rules. Okay, you stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face. But when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. His natural scent is chicken? Oh my gosh, I can't. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Okay, I forgot the dog's voice. There are too many voices happening. Okay. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. I love how angry the doggo is. He's so cute. Oh, he's so cute. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Clank. Bzz. Whir. The class bursts into laughter. "Oh, Clank, you rascal!" Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? I just have treats in my pockets! Why am I carrying dog treats in my pockets? I have a beef treat, a rubber ball, or a chicken snack. Okay, because of the branding here, I feel like we have to give him the chicken snack, right? Okay, let's go with the chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Ugh. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. I mean, plainly, that's obviously the key to success in life, dog treats. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Shaline, there's still a seat here. It seems no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Okay, guys, we have to pick. Do we sit by Colonel Sanders or do we sit by Miriam? Like, I feel bad to betray Miriam, but Colonel Sanders is smoking hot. So I'm gonna give you guys a second to vote in the chat while I just apply some lip gloss. Let me know. What do you think? Play hard to get, Mobius thinks? Maybe. This is so ridiculous. I adore this. Okay, we have 1 vote for Miriam. A vote for the Colonel. 2 votes for Miriam. I don't know, guys. It's a tough choice. I feel like I would probably sit with Miriam because I'm not that girl. I'm not very forward. I wouldn't be like throwing myself at the Colonel. Look at him. Yes, I know, but like we need him to pursue us, not the other way around. Okay, let's go sit with Miriam, guys. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. That's a good point, Mobius. Miriam did have our back earlier when we were sweating. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Yay, a quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at the culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. I hate pop quizzes, you guys. Oh my gosh. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Okay, extremely looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to feather, I guess? That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created. A comically oversized fork, a meat tenderizer, a spork. Okay, I'm gonna go with spork here because KFC has sporks, right? Like, the spork is the least efficient eating utensil ever created, but that's what they have at KFC. So I'm gonna go with the branding here. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Okay, I would probably go with a pancake that looks like a silly face. I'm kind of a sucker for adorable pancakes, like when people do pancake art. But that's just me. It's gonna have to be something that's prepared with love. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Okay, plainly, Sprinkles is the best boy. That's right. Your total score is perfect score. 5 out of 5. Nice. We're doing so good. I'm so proud of us. Be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. That might be the nicest thing a guy's ever said to me, guys. Hot diggity, Shaline. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But I feel bad for this poor student. He doesn't even have like a fully fleshed out features on his face. I feel so sorry for him. What's wrong with his poor little hands? I worry about him. If this was real life, I would try to befriend the nameless student. Shh! Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that is all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude. Nah. I love Van. He's so great. Oh my gosh. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Oh, the insecurity on his little face there. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my goodness. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with his cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. I think she needs more skirt, this Ashley. Like, that is not adequate skirt. She's gonna have some serious grease burns by the end of this. This is ridiculous. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Okay, I can focus my mind and meditate on the moment, try to identify every flavor, savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Or I can swim toward the light. I don't think I should swim toward the light, you guys. I feel like swimming toward the light is a bad idea. I feel like I needed to prepare hot tea instead of cold tea. I didn't know I was going to be doing voices today. Okay, I'm going to savor the moment and Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what you are doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef? What exactly was on that chicken? Oh, he's sweaty. He's very sweaty here. Ha 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 ha! How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Oh, his walking stick with the little chicken head. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Look at that little sneer there. That's very Southern, I feel. He's not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, "Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use," and then it's wow, it's blanked out, accidentally clicked through. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. I can neg him to show my own strength. Okay, that's a bad idea. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Okay, that sounds the most like me. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Men like compliments. That's a good thing. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Shaline. I wonder why it put my name all in caps. It feels like he's shouting my name every time that any of them say my name. I feel like they're shouting it. I'm sure you will be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. So now it's like a bake-off. This is exciting. We're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna cook the best food. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations. Oh gosh, I always forget the dog's voice. I always lose the dog's voice. Okay. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Poor Miriam, I feel so bad. Want to be my partner? Sure, Shaline. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop, bzzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Okay, guys, I'm voting for Clank, but what do you guys think? I feel like we need to pair her up. Definitely the robot, right? Like, this kid is gross. Like, he's so sloppy. He's not sanitary. Just waiting for some votes to roll in here. Mobius votes for Clank. Brock votes for Clank. I'm definitely thinking we're going to have to go with Clank here. Okay, let's do it. Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzzt. Tissue? I hardly know you. plank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. That's right, guys. We're here for business. We have to be the best cook ever. We are not only here to woo dreamy Colonel Sanders. All right, you two. Dang it, I always lose the dog's voice. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Okay, steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I think we've got to go with mashed potatoes and gravy. Steak tartare is disgusting. Octopus freaks me out. I feel like that's not a thing that humans should eat. So let's go with mashed potatoes and gravy. It'll pair well with the Colonel's chicken. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Okay, there are too many voices, I can't stay on top of it. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off of my man. I love the drumstick cutouts on the thigh of her thigh highs. I think that's pretty fabulous. That's very creative. Gosh, Van. The music changed when Van popped up. I can't even handle this, guy. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Did someone call for me? No. Jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Shaline's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Shaline was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel, deep down, that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for the Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Okay, turn to Colonel Sanders, a hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Okay, I think it's too soon to be throwing ourselves at the Colonel. I think we should go with Miriam, our bestie. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend-in-need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps, but stepping away from this competition? You are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Shaline is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature! You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. Guys, now I want mashed potatoes. That sounds delicious. I know just what to do. Colonel Standers extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand, holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up when you see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van Van! Do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious! Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Shaline. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, face? Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. That actually is pretty cool. Actually, that's pretty rad. I would like to serve food on a battle axe. Awesome. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back! Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on! I do feel bad for the ignored student. He just died right in front of us and like nobody's worried about it. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Well, yeah, we just talked to a ghost. Of course it's spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Don't do it! It's too soon! Colonel Sanders? Yes, Shaline? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, geez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you. Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him! We're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero. The Spork Monster. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. What is going on? What is this? What is happening here? The Spork Monster. Van. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid! Be very afraid of me! Because I'm a monster! See? Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Okay. Let's defend. I'm terrible at turn-based combat, just to let you know. Which defense will we choose? Trepidation. Yes, this seems very true to life. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the Spork Monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Felt a lot of good that defense did. Okay, let's attack him. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love or chow down. We could eat the Spork Monster. I'm kind of tempted to eat the Spork Monster, you guys. Okay, let's cook with love. I feel like that's plainly The obvious choice is to cook with love. Chow, let's move. That's enough for me to do my original instinct. Chow down does 2 damage. The fire in your belly made you stronger. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I guess we attack again? Defending didn't do any good. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with Love does 1 damage. The Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitinsel. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Okay, maybe let's defend this time? You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Buff up. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. You'd better attack soon or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Okay, I feel like Chow Down did more damage last time, so let's do that. 2 damage, a powerful blow. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, the Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Colonel Sanders, Val villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot Pa Power Pinch! This little tie whistle. This is incredible. 10 damage. Okay, the Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me! An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him, spare this wretched beast. Okay, I don't want to murder the Spork Monster. He's already defeated, okay? Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast, long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko? That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. How did he know where we live? I feel weird about the fact that he knew where we lived, guys. Like, we just met him today. He should not know where we lived. And where's Miriam in all of this? Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. Oh my gosh, this is so epic. Everybody flying by on chicken drumsticks. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Maybe he lifted your wallet. Probably. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Oh, this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. The Miriam Clank subplot. I ship it too. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders. Yeah, taking it real slow. Throwing myself at this colonel like a shameless hussy. You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. Miriam is muling drugs! Oh no! Don't do this. Oh, I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it would be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Okay, I could not betray the trust that the Colonel has put in us. This 11 herbs and spices are secret. We cannot reveal it. But I hate these two choices because I wouldn't make up a fake ingredient either. I just would tell her that I'm not going to tell you. I don't tell the Colonel your secrets. Okay, we're going to make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of the fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about, it was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh my goodness. We're about to get another appearance of the Colonel, I think. Oh, it's all steamy. It's Colonel Sanders! I'm deceased, you guys. I'm dead. On a horse. Oh my gosh. Stand back and admire his majestic glory, or run to him. Okay, I think we're just gonna admire him from afar right now, because this horse is probably gonna bite us if we run up there. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize that anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have! I mean, what a horseful beaut you have! Dang it, that's what I just said! Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Shaline just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping! I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Tell him to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested, but try to get a closer look. I think I'll go with that one. Try and be like subtle. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem, it's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Hee hee hee. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzzt, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Wherbst. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders! These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Look at her little beady eyes. She looks so evil. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Shaline? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water, a shimmering pepper, or a dog biscuit? Okay, guys, I think we should go for the pepper. What do you think? I don't want to eat the dog biscuit because it's a dog biscuit, and the water is just water. Let's try the pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. The ghost of the student. My friend. Ooh. This guy again? Ghost of student. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. John Handcluck is a really good pun, by the way, Arshin. Oh my gosh. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time or step up and tell them you're on. Okay, guys, should we compete with them for dramatic cook-off? Or should we just, like, blow them off? I think we should have a dramatic cook-off, but that's just me. We're gonna do that. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Shaline. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." That's what I'm talking about! Oh! I stand corrected. Okay. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? I'm going to go with 100°C. That's right, but how would you have even gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices? That's right. You might not all the ingredients yet, but you're at least headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going on, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? I'm gonna say trust. That's wrong! I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. Where does it come from? A small town where big dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Aroo! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. We're blowing it, you guys. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Shaline. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now, all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. The saddle blanket has little chickens on it. Okay, it's too much. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to... Ah! What were you thinking? Get your mind in the competition. This is so ridiculous. Grr. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. You... What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Oh no, we threw it into clank. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, But sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Or you might not have any hands, but Shaline does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Shaline! No! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now! This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Shaline's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Shaline to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you! As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel, or put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. Okay, so the natural Shaline move would be to internalize the rage, crush all the feelings deep inside, hope they die with time. But I feel like we need to stand up. We're in a dating sim here. We need to fight for our man. You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. Oh no! This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Game over! Are you serious? Game over? Try again or give it. Okay, let's try again. I hope this doesn't start us too far back. Should have internalized. Okay, guys. I feel like we should maybe take a little break here and finish in a minute because my voice hurts right now. So let's just take a quick break. And do you guys want to finish it tonight, or do you want to try and finish it tomorrow? Or let me know in the chat. I'm just gonna take a quick little break though because I could use a break. Let's put the sitar on for now. I was muted. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna call it here, and we'll finish this tomorrow, because my throat kind of hurts, and we've got Extra Life. So, join us tomorrow morning for Extra Life. I believe we're starting at 7 Mountain Time, 9 Eastern Time. So join us right here on this channel, and we will raise some money for some sick kids. And it is not too early to donate. You can go to Extra Life, to our team page. We Just Love Games, and go ahead and donate. We've also got that link posted on our social media. So please do that, and we will see you later. This was super fun, you guys. I look forward to finishing it. Thank you, and we will see you tomorrow. I don't remember how to shut the stream off. Okay. I had a quick key set up. Okay. Bye, guys.